It's a big day of announcements today for the Miami Hurricanes. They're in the mix for two major prospects around the country. And we're going to talk about it right here on Hurricanes Unfiltered. Hit the intro, baby. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Welcome back, everyone, to another edition of Hurricanes Unfiltered, powered by Come On Now, the podcast. I am your host, Rudy Rodriguez Shomad. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell, leave your comments. Make sure to subscribe to our standalone platform, Hurricanes Unfiltered, as we grow that one so we can move everything over there. But yo, we got some big news and big stuff popping off. We have two major announcements coming up today, one at 12 noon and one at 5:30. The Canes are in the conversation for both, albeit, albeit, the Canes are not expected to land either. But who knows? Things always have a funny way of working themselves out. And it starts off with David Folorunsho out of St. Peter's St. Patrick's School in Chicago. The 6'3", 280-pound defensive lineman, four-star recruit, 92 rating in the 247 Sports, and the composite 43rd ranked in the country, number 3 defensive tackle, number 2 player in the state of Illinois. He is going to be deciding today, and obviously there are some teams that are in the mix for his services, and it seems like the one school that is potentially the favorite is Notre Dame, as they are the most local school to him. And they're talking about a 76% chance that he selects Notre Dame. He's picking from Notre Dame, Georgia, Miami, Texas Tech, and Michigan. So the Notre Dame advantage, the Irish hold a significant lead due to deep personal connections, including his head coach, Tom Zbikowski, and personal trainer Kerry Neal, both of whom are Notre Dame alum. Zbikowski, I know, played for Notre Dame. He was also a boxer. So that's obviously big, and it's not too far from Chicago, only a couple-hour drive from Chicago. Miami Hurricanes. The Hurricanes remain in the race, leveraging their recent national championship appearance and success in developing defensive linemen for the NFL, obviously with Ruben Bain and Keem Mesdor most recently, but they are considered long shots compared to Notre Dame. Then you got Texas Tech. Texas Tech, the Red Raiders are viewed as a primary wild card or disruptor, and he is set to make his decision today at 12 noon. And I believe this decision will be live on the 247. It says right there, 24. I believe it's on 247, CBS or Rivals. I'm not even sure which one. It says it's on. I've seen it in multiple places. So this guy is a player who. Oh, let me move it over. Actually, let me move it over with the actual image for him. So again, that's him, and he's explosive interior defender with the get off, quickness, and hands to be a difference maker up front. Owns a squatty, compact build, longer wingspan, can eventually play at 300 pounds. Fires hips through contact, slips blocks with a brawler mentality, agile enough to quickly plant and redirect. Empties the tank while in chase mode. Got looks up and down the line as a junior, while also doubling up as a blocking back on offense. That's crazy. And should offer the same alignment possibilities in college as he can shade up over the guard or shade up or over a guard. Will need to keep improving his play strength and mastering his craft. Projects as a potential impact player for a college football playoff hopeful with his range and energy. Yeah, this is a dude who is a big time prospect to be a great pickup for the Miami Hurricanes. He had an unofficial visit to Notre Dame on April 18th, had an unofficial to Miami on April 16th, had one to Penn State on April 10th, Georgia April 6th, Texas Tech April 4th. Let's see if we got any footage of him playing. Some photos of him right here. He's wearing Irish stuff already, in high school. So that always is something that, you know, how that goes. Obviously, you hate losing guys to Notre Dame. Uh, you don't want to lose a guy to Notre Dame. Never want to lose a guy to Notre Dame. Let's take a look at some highlight film on David Folorunsho. See what we got here. Uh, Actually, right here. All right, here we go. I don't know why I won't go to full screen. Let me see something here. Why wouldn't this thing go to full screen? Let's do it this way. It's not going to full screen for whatever reason. I don't know why. So let's take a look right here. Let's turn this off. I don't have any issues with copyright on the music. He's sprinting out on punt. He's sprinting on punt coverage. That is a defensive tackle on punt coverage. God. Look at the pursuit. Look at he empties the tank. He empties the tank for sure right there. He went for it all. He's running as fast as he can. Playing right in the middle right there. Nice pursuit. The Miami Hurricanes have had some success with guys from Chicago, which is the one thing that actually can excite me because you get Israel Abrams in this class. You got, guys who are from there already, like Justin Scott, who are with the Miami Hurricanes. You got a Marquise Lightfoot from that area. So those are big things for the Miami Hurricanes to have guys from the area that are down here, which I think is significant. Those are significant things, in my opinion. When you have a guy that's from this area, guys that are from that area, which can also, make it more comfortable for a guy from that area to come down here. I mean, it's that's something big, So you're multiple dudes from Chicago area, so you would love to grab another Chicago dude down here. And this is one where people talk about, Midwest. I mean, Chicago is the Midwest technically, but really it's a big city. It's not like a small town Midwest place. So he's coming off the edge right there. Boom. There he is on the edge again. Oh, yeah, you thought you had something, brother. Ha ha. No, you don't. No, you don't. He makes plays, man. He makes plays in the backfield. Let's watch this. Let's see what he does here. Oh, forget about it. Look at that. Is that picked? He hit the guy so hard the ball went flying. Is he standing? He's a lead blocker. He's playing fullback. Look at this shit. Dude, he's all the way over here. He doesn't block this dude like the blind side. Oh my God. He blocked that man into the end zone. He blocked that dude into the end zone. Fill that hole. God, get out of here. You ain't going nowhere, homie. You ain't going nowhere. Here he is over the center. Sheds it all. Boom. Done. There he is on the left defensive tackle. Breaks through two blockers. Puts the pressure and turns into an interception, man. It's not always about the sack, man. There he is. He's a detail. I don't even know where he is. I guess he just laid out the quarterback. He's at left defensive tackle again. He chases guys down, man. This guy does have a high motor guy. Remember, he's a 280-pound defensive tackle running people down like that. And here he is playing fullback, just blowing this dude off the. Jesus Lord. Jeez Louise. There he is as an H-back, it looks like. Good night. Forget it. You just shoved that dude in the end zone. My God, that's child abuse, man. That's some child abuse right there, bro. So that's the one guy. He's at 12 noon. So we'll find out about him, you know, early in the day. But the one obviously that everybody's looking at right now, of course, South Florida native, Fort Lauderdale, St. Thomas Aquinas, is of course one Mark Matthews. He is making his decision at 5:30 p.m. tomorrow at St. Thomas Aquinas. He is the number 3 player nationally. He is number 1 at his position, offensive tackle, number 1 player in the state of Florida, 6'5.5", 300 pounds, projected to be an NFL first round draft pick. I mean, the reality is this is a guy that I know some people have clowned me and said, hey, you it says facts over feelings, man. Da, 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 da. I'm like, yeah, and I got some facts and I got some feelings, man. On this one will be a very disappointing one to not get. And some people say, oh, it's no big deal. I think when you lose out on the number 1 player in your area is a big deal. I don't care what anybody says. I think it's always a big deal when you lose out on the number 1 player in your area. So, you know, the decision is tomorrow, but I don't think this is a done deal. I don't believe that when you have a guy in your backyard that is so good that you're going to stop recruiting him. I mean, look, Miami's working on. I already just pulled a flip this past week with Dante Wright. They're looking at another flip right now. I just learned about tonight. So they're working on dudes. So this whole mentality that you're going to stop recruiting somebody because he's going to make a decision. What is that decision worth, man? Unless you have some contracts that you're signing today, which you can't sign in the state of Florida, which is actually a good thing. You cannot sign contracts in Florida, so that leaves it wide open. If you can sign contracts in Florida, and he said he signs all these deals, and that's different. But you can't sign anything in Florida until you're out of high school, or until you sign. So that's a good rule right there for Florida. But again, you know, the 247 says 50-50. We all know what Wilt Fongbaum says. They picked Texas A&M. Again, he flipped his commitment date to today, when initially he was going to take a visit to Miami on the weekend of the 28th, 29th, or whatever day that is, the 29th. So still wondering if he's going to take that visit. This will be on the CBS Sports College Football YouTube channel. So that one is pretty, that one's obvious as to where it's going to be done. So 5:30 p.m. I should be back home by then, so I can actually do a short live on it, and have an immediate, instant reaction, or at least a reaction to it quickly up. And obviously hoping for the best, expecting the worst. But Mark Matthews, man, he is a big time prospect. You don't want to lose out on the big time guys from your home area. You never know, man. I mean, everything I've heard from other people, and it's the same stuff y'all probably heard, is that he's probably picking Texas A&M now. But again, you'll never know until the decision is made, until he makes it. And I don't know if he's walking around telling people or where he's going to go. I have no idea. But I can only hope it's Miami. We'll see what happens. But we'll know tomorrow afternoon, 5:30, so probably about 5:35 p.m. after he does his little speeches and stuff like that, and they'll do little introductions at the school. But we'll see what happens, man. That's all we got for here, man. Make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to the channels. Hype the video, comment on the video. Let me know y'all thoughts of what you think of these recruits. And of course, your thoughts of the Hurricanes. So, as always, this is Hurricanes Unfiltered, powered by Come On Now, the podcast. Come on now.